Hi, this is Gail from Bernina of Naperville, and today I'm going to show you how I took some inspiration given to me from our friends at OESD and Scissortail Stitches and turned them into a cute little piece that I can hang on my wall during the holidays. This holiday retro or retro holiday design is a whole compilation of some retro pieces, and I'm going to show those to you in just a minute. But really, I combined the designs together using my Bernina embroidery software 8, and then I just stitched them out in my maxi hoop. It was easy and fun, and you're going to learn a lot when you watch this tutorial, so stick with us. I wanted to talk about this really cute retro holiday design CD by Indigo Junction. This is available at embroideryonline.com. You can also link to it from this YouTube tutorial and also on our website. Now, the little cute collage that you see here on the left, that is just something that the folks at Embroidery Online put together. They're very creative with how they merchandise their embroidery designs, but quite frankly, I like it so much that I wanted to actually make this as a framed holiday scene. So I'm going to show you how to create your own, embroider it, and frame it. Now, this is made up of 3 embroidery designs: the ornaments, the background, and then the family trimming the tree. So there's going to be a little bit of stuff that you'll learn combining those 3 designs together. And then also it does incorporate applique. The ornaments are an applique design, as well as the tree here in the scene is applique. So I think you'll have a lot of fun making this, and you could certainly do this on a pillow. You could do this stretched across a canvas, or in the case of framing it like I'm doing, you can do that too. I know that you are going to want to get this, and when you see how cute everything is. So these are the designs that are in there. There's elf greetings, there's this little Santa, this red Christmas tree applique. That's pretty cool because that's another one where it's not going to take as long to stitch because it has like this little fabric underneath there, and then everything else is embroidered. The same with the bell. Of course, these little ornaments there, we're going to use those. But there's a nutcracker, a doll, another Christmas tree, the family trimming the tree. That's another one that we're going to be using. I also like these little one color designs. Those are pretty cool. And then of course, if you're wanting to make some labels, or you're trying to, do some real quick projects for some things, these little guys down here are just a really quick way to make a quilt label. And we have another video that we're going to make to show you how to do that. But nonetheless, you might want to check out this design collection. And once again, that's Retro Holiday. It's pack number 80054. The first thing that I'm going to do is I've selected my maxi hoop. I'm going to be using my Bernina 880 today, and I'm also using a frame that's going to have like a 7-inch wide opening by, let's just say, about 12 inches this way. So that's kind of the area that I want to put this little scene in, and the maxi hoop is perfect for this. So the first thing is to insert the first design. So I'm going to do File, Insert Embroidery. And I want to find, this is the one that I want to pull in first. And so there it is. And then I'm just going to right click and group this. It's already grouped. And the reason why is I want to be able to just kind of move this around how I feel. All right, so now that we've got that in the background, it's time to place those ornaments that we saw. So I'm going to go back here to File, Insert Embroidery, and I think it was number 5. There they are. And now we're going to open those. And now I want to just kind of line this up here, maybe about like that. And now once again, I'm going to right click and group just so that I can move this around. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now I have the two designs here, and I want to point out the overall size of our design here. It's 6.95 inches wide, and 8.28 inches tall. So I just want to make sure that I don't make this wider than 7 inches. So now we're going to place the last one, and that was the family trimming the tree. I think it was 9. There they are. Make sure that it's grouped, and it is perfect. And now let's just move this down a little. All right, I think it's coming along quite nicely. I just want to move it down a little bit further here. Okay. All right, I like it. So this is going to be our piece that we're going to embroider. And just like any kind of painting or layers, how I have inserted these is how they're going to stitch out. So the first design that's going to stitch out is just the etching design here in the background. Then it's going to do the ornaments here, and then the family trimming the tree here. But I'm very happy with that. So now I'm going to save and send it to my stick. So I'm going to send it to the stick by selecting the sewing machine, EXP, it's found my device, and then I say okay, and I'm ready to put that into my Bernina 880 Plus, which I'm going to be using to stitch this out. Another thing that you might want to pay attention to is all of the different colors. And I do this usually by just printing out some design information. So let's just have a look here at our print preview. I really don't need a template for this, but what I want to do is go up here and print our design information. The thread, we can print that on a separate page. I just need it to fit. Okay, I'm happy with this. So now I'm going to just go ahead and say close. And now I'm going to print this on my printer. Well, as you can see, we've embroidered our first embroidery design that we brought into the hoop. Now it's time to stitch the ornaments up here. And the first ornament is going to be a red ornament. And the next color, which is color number 2, is stitching in this field right here. Now that is just going to be a placement line for our ornament fabric. So we're going to go ahead and let the machine stitch that. Then we're going to place our fabric down. Then it's going to do another round of stitching, and we're going to trim really close. But this is easy, so just have a look. All right, I'm going to cover this up with my red shiny fabric. And then at this point, I'm also going to switch to red thread. All right, red thread's in. Now I'm going to stitch our red fabric down. Now, once you have completed this, we're going to trim the fabric away. You can do this with the hoop still on the machine, or you can remove the hoop, cut where it's more comfortable, and then put it back on. The only rule is that you cannot take the work out of the hoop or you're going to have a problem. And I'm using these Tula Pink Easy Snips. They're serrated at the tip here and they're curved, so they really do a good job of cutting really close to the stitching line. There we go. All right, so color number 3 is definitely gonna be our red color. Okay, it's time again to line up our next color. Now this is a red and green iridescent shiny material, and I'm going to rethread with my green. Of course, I'm using my favorite machine, the BERNINA 880 Plus, and it's got this nice little robot that will thread the machine for me. Stitch around the shape of the bell. And now I'm going to trim. And once again, this might be something a little bit easier for me to trim outside of the hoop. All right, I trimmed. Now remember, I didn't take it out of the hoop to trim it. I just removed the hoop from the machine to trim it. And now I'm going to go to more of a golden brown color and just complete the cycle, and I'll see you again when we get back down here to the Christmas tree. it's time to add our little felt tree. So I'm gonna put this down right here, and I'm gonna switch back to my green. And now I'm gonna let the machine do the tack down of the felt. And time to trim it again. Time to tack down the tree. Putting the finishing touches on the last of the embroidery, and then once this comes out, I'm going to give it a little pressing. I'm going to keep the stabilizer on it, and then I'm going to open up the picture frame that I kind of recycled from a whole group of picture frames that I have, and then frame this and have a nice little holiday decoration. Well, I hope you learned something today making this cute little wall hanging or picture or whatever. This could certainly be a pillow. It could be lots of different things. And you've learned how to do applique in the hoop. Hopefully you've learned how to change the colors a few times. And hopefully you have some other inspiration that you can do for other things like this. So if you want to see more videos just like this one, don't forget to tune in to our Bernina of Naperville YouTube channel. It's easy. It's youtube.com/Bernina of Naperville. And we really like it when you comment and you like our things, and even if you could subscribe, that would be great. And one more thing, if you want an alert every time we upload a video so you'll be the first to see, just click the little bell. But until then, enjoy the holiday season, stay healthy, stay cozy, and happy sewing.